All right, welcome home. Welcome to Inside Pool TV. I'm here with Sean Wilkie. Sean, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. It
All
looks
right.
like we're going to have set number 2 in the finals
All
here.
right, this is the finals. Race to 9, my friend.
Yep.
Inside Pool.tv, blasting out worldwide across the galaxy and all that good stuff. NYC Grind, of course, joining us. Muellers.com. The Punch Jump Cue. Mucci Cues. And Premium Billiards here in Syracuse, New York. Great room. Awesome tables.
Of course.
We're here in memory of Frank Connors, the guy that built this place with his son. Recently passed away. Very recently, actually.
Yep, it was from fellow friends that I've talked to here at the place. It was a tragic and unexpected loss of Frank, but I'm sure he's here watching over us.
Absolutely. We're here in his honor here at the Joss Tour, Mike Zucklin's Joss Tour. One of the stops, and we have had some really, really nice pool. You were in the tournament too, but
yeah, unfortunately I finished 5th, which is a good finish. I got some money back, but I made some mental errors and missed some balls, and that's just what happens. So I'll take that into the next matches in the future and see if I can fix it.
that's it. And it's all about playing these tournament matches. They really jump your game. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, because I mean you can't go back and, you know, if you're a gambler, you could play another set. You know, tournament, you got to wait till another week or maybe 2 weeks, and then when you get there, you got to be ready. You know, so that's what I really like about tournaments. You know, it's not like who's got the biggest bankroll. It's who plays the most consistent that day or those 2 days.
That's it. That's all you get.
And makes the least mistakes, ends up becoming, you know, the man with the title.
Yeah, we have Ron Casanzio and Danny Hewitt here. Danny's from Canada. Ron, of course, looks like he plays out of Snookers up in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, a great pool room as well off 95 there. Highly recommended. And this is an excellent room, Premium Billiards. These amazing Brunswick tables that have completely redone. All 10 tables in the room.
Yep, got the blue cloth. I even have a couple billiard tables here. If everybody's in the area and you're not here for a tournament and you like to play billiards, I got 2 nice tables here if you like to do that as well.
That's really good for your game is playing some 3-cushion billiards, man.
Course.
Or some caroms.
It's a very creative and entertaining game if you can get yourself into playing it. 10 by 5, bigger balls, and like I said, you got to go
more kicking,
3-4 rails to make contact with the balls. If anybody knows about billiards, that
teaches you.
It's really fun to watch.
Ooh, is he going to make that?
Nice jump there with a full cue. I've noticed that some guys, they get their break cue out since we can't use jump cues here on the Josh Tour, and they jump with a full cue, which is very tough to do.
Yeah, you have to hit extra low on the ball. Now, Ron's got a little extension on his shaft, too. He's got one of those.
Yep, he's got the balance right, it looks like.
You have one, too, don't you?
Same thing.
I saw that thing.
I've been playing with it for about, I would say 6 months maybe not that long, for in between 3 and 6 months.
Turned you into Strickland cue.
Well, I wouldn't say all that. I don't have tennis wrap on the end.
No,
I'm not
2 tennis wraps.
But I like it. It adds a little bit of length.
Yeah.
And it also it changes the balance of your cue slightly.
Interesting.
I don't think it does a lot, because if you think about it, I think it weighs only about 2 ounces. So if you're putting it in the middle of the cue, in between the shaft and the butt, the variance of with your backhand really only feels about 1 ounce. You know, so really it adds 4 inches to the length. Where in 9-ball, a lot of times you're stretching.
Yeah, and you need to have those long flowing strokes.
And like I said, on some of the longer stroke shots, I think because of the length and the balance, it's just got a slightly different feel.
As well as you guys are starting to play on the 5x10s a lot more now, so.
Yeah, true. Never know if you need it. I was actually one of the players that I refused to try it for a while. I believe it's been out for, I would say, about a year and a half now. And I finally tried it out, and I don't think I'll ever go back.
Wow.
Yeah, surprisingly. Ron's looking good here. He's straight in with a 7.
All he needs to do is win this set. This is it, man. This is the finals.
Yeah, as I like to say, in a double elimination tournament, you're allowed one bad set, and that was just recently happened, a last set to him. So
see if he can tune in.
He can regroup, go game by game, and try to be the first man to 9, and he can bring home the title.
For sure, and this table is going to play a little different than all the rest of them because of the lighting.
Yeah, of course. Well, the lighting, like you said, heats it up a little bit. And I've noticed the rails are a little live. It's not every rail, but that's just something you come into when you're at a pool room or a tournament. You know, the rails are made of rubber. You know, so every spot on the rail is not going to be the same. All you can do is adjust your game to it and move on through the shots. That's why they say sometimes you got to play area position on the table instead of pinpoint, because if you try to play pinpoint, I mean, really, you're going to get yourself in trouble eventually.
That's really good to note as well. All you players out there up and coming, you're listening to a top player here, Sean Wilkie.
I try what I can to get the knowledge out there. I mean,
made hundreds of thousands of balls.
Because I'm sure if it wasn't for commentary and videos like this, I wouldn't be where I was, because I've watched plenty of that in my past and still will in the future. And that's how you generate knowledge. If you don't watch somebody else do it, how do you expect you're going to do it?
Yep, we're glad to have everybody out there on Ustream.tv as well as watching on YouTube and our Roku, the Billiard channel. You're watching Ron Casanzio versus Danny Hewitt, and we're racing to 9. It's now 1-0 in favor of Ron, and we'll get our score updated here. You're watching it happen live as it happens. You never know what's going to walk into the screen next, folks. Keep watching.
Well, it's going to be one or the other of these guys.
I'll tell you, no, the last match, the other Canadian guy was playing Danny, and his little girl walked in on the in the arena and asked Dad a question on the.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Earlier today.
Did you see that?
She almost sharked him actually. In our
yeah,
match.
I saw him too.
And but she's a little cutie. She don't know any better, I guess.
You'll see that here on Inside Pool TV. You'll see you see everything happen. I'll tell you.
Well, Ron tried to play a safety behind the 8. Didn't quite get it there. Left Danny a cut down into the quarter. Not easy, but a possibility.
We got a couple shout outs there for you.
But he's going to, where do you see that?
Kind Keith and Stacy B giving Sean get some.
Oh, hey guys out there in the chat. How you doing? I appreciate the support as always.
Yeah, Ron's in an interesting position here. Let's have a look at what he's going to. Center ball hit. Looks like he can.
He can make it. He's going to have to add a little bit of left so he misses the 3.
Gotcha.
Good shot.
Nice.
And that brings him back out to the 2 ball.
It's tough when you throw any kind of English in on those.
Yeah, you got to make sure you, depending on the speed you're shooting it, you go smooth through it to make sure the English takes, and just trust that the cue ball is going to come back to where you're planning. We really like to be straight in on this so we can just follow forward. Either land straight on the 4 or go a little bit farther so that you're on the opposite side of it, because you want to have an angle to get to the 5. And it looks like he went a little bit farther, because now he can go over to the side rail and make sure he gets under the 9 and play the 5, or just draw straight back if he's straight in. Yep, he was straight in, so it worked out well. This is probably going to be the natural follow 2 rails towards middle table.
Up to the 7.
Yep.
8s. Come back down for the 9 and.
Whoa, hold up,
make it number 2. This cloth moves super fast.
Yeah. It's a little tricky. You got to be careful. Instead of the English taking the way you planned, it kind of jumps a hair slightly beforehand. But
that's interesting.
As long as you know that, all you can do is just adjust your stroke slightly and figure it out. See,
you know
here he would draw this, but he might just go back and forth. Normally, you could pinch draw that and play it short side, but instead he knew the rail was a little live, so he just went back and forth, and now he has a shot on 9.
Perfect.
That's a nice start to the match for Ron.
2-0.
Feels good to be up 2-0 when I do believe he just lost 9-3 in the first
Sure
set.
did.
So now in the back of his mind, he's going, now Danny has to play at
Right.
least as good as he did the first set, or possibly better, because I'm up by 2 games.
And he's a hyper player. Plus, he's playing at 110% every second, so you can wear guys out like that. Maybe Ron has more stamina and is just as good of a shot maker.
Well, Ron's got to remember the last time Danny was at table, he missed that cut on the 1. So possibly later in the set, you can maybe leave him a similar shot, because that's always going to be in Danny's back of his mind until he gets going.
I got you.
You know. So play a safety
if you can
if
play
you
a
have
safe to that shot.
Yeah, or something similar.
See, Ron smoothed that ball at 1 ball right in the side there.
Yeah, he
Didn't
did.
hit it too hard. You guys were all beating him all the way up table every time, smashing him
I know,
9,000 miles an hour.
I was joking about that earlier after I had lost out of the
Not
tournament.
just you.
I played, I think it was Danny. It was either Danny or Martin, because those are the 2 guys I lost to. And 3 times between the 2 matches, I hit him so hard, I guess. I had all the balls up past the side
All
pocket
the balls,
except for 1.
Right. In the 1 rack, you had every single ball up there on the top of the...
It was amazing. Danny even laughed when he was like, well, you got them all up here. I said, yeah, I didn't make anything, though.
Yeah, you got to hit these at a nice medium speed on this table, because these pockets... This isn't a Brunswick Golden Crown 3 with where you can stick your head in the side pocket. It's
true.
In the corner pocket, I mean.
My granddad always used to joke when you dry break and nothing happens. He goes, "Oh yeah, you made something happen. You made a lot of noise. That's what you did." I think the 2 can go past, but it must be tight. The only other thing is he can't get a good angle on the 3 if it doesn't go past the 8 in the side. Oh, he tried to play it. That's a nice little shot there. Got fortunate that the 4 ball kicked him over to this side. But if you notice, he played the 2 off the rail, off the 4, so that he can have the cue ball glance over to the left side of the table. He got pinch draw this back. I can't tell if he got far enough. I don't think he did. Ron's looking at it. He didn't get back far enough to make it, I don't believe, but he's looking to see if he can thin it into the side rail, have the cue ball go back up table, maybe near the 5 with inside English. Oh, that was a good shot. He went even farther with the inside. He came up behind the 6. Oh, Danny's got, looks like 1 shot here. He's going to go 2 rails behind the 4 and hit it from coming off the back rail. And he's going to leave a shot. He's going to give a chance for Ron to go up 3-0 here.
It's nothing on the rail, so see if he can keep bringing the ball back to the center of the table. He should be good.
Yeah. I'll probably just roll this in, leave the cue ball near the rail. Not frozen on the rail, of course, but come off a little bit, have a 5 ball up in the corner, and that'll bring him right to the 6 ball.
I like his little roll around, popping him around stroke. Ron's got push him around, push the ball around a little bit.
Well, the good thing about it is he don't overpower a lot of shots. So say
you don't need to.
Say he did miss it by a hair and caught the rail, it might still go in because he's not overpowering the shot. I've noticed that from watching old videos of Efren Reyes. People will be like, oh man, he caught the rail and it still went in. But he used the correct English, the correct speed, and that's the reason it still goes in.
See how close he cues up to the cue ball? That's good. That's good form.
Right. You don't want to be real close, but
No.
at a good distance like that, he's about, I would say about 6 inches. 6 to 8 inches is a good area that you want to be consistent in when you're bridging on a ball.
The best players, they put that cue tip right on that cue ball, man.
Oh, of course.
I mean, it's like this.
You're trying to find point the English that you're aiming on, which it also helps.
It helps you make balls like that is by tuning in.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get lucky.
I'm not sure what he did. I don't think he maybe reset himself because I noticed he got down on the ball.
Right.
Then he stood back up and he looked. Something funny happened, and then he just got right back down and butchered it. So I don't know.
I think part of it was he wanted to be off of the rail more. When he shot the 4, remember I said he wanted to stay close to the rail so he can bring the cue ball towards the middle of the table. He had to stay over there, and it made the shot on the 6 a little tougher. Should have to play safe here.
Danny's out of gas. I can already tell.
Yeah, you can see. That was pretty simple safety. You got to leave him behind the 9 ball there. He left him an opening. He can make the 6. Not easy, but from where he was, he should have at least got him behind the 9 or the 8. This is a shot you just want to try to make. The cue ball's naturally going to come across under the side and then back over probably where the 6 ball's at now, if he can hit it good. Look at that, it's a good shot.
Really nice.
Just like I said. Sweet.
That's the shot he's practiced 1,000 times over, the same shot over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I see some of them top players, man, they'll miss a ball in a match. I swear I see them the next day. They're playing that shot over and over and over and over and over again in the corner.
That's the discipline of saying, you know what, I'm not going to miss that shot ever again.
Guys
when
like
it comes
Earl.
back up. Yeah, guys like Earl, Shane. I've seen Shane do that tons of times.
Yep.
He'll lose a match or something, which it don't happen too often. And whatever that key shot was that cost him either the match or a couple games in the match, he's going to shoot it and figure out why he missed it.
They'll hit it to this side of the pocket, to that side of the pocket, over and over again, back and forth. They'll change it to the other side of the table, same shot.
Is that going to put it at 3-0 or 4-0?
Looks like 3-0.
3-0, right?
3-0. Here on the Billiard Channel, Roku.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that you got into something like that, Alvin. And
A lot of hard work and
that's something else.
Sleeping in your car and eating ramen noodle soup.
There ain't nothing wrong with ramen noodles.
Exactly, my friend.
Are you an Oriental guy or a beef guy?
Oh, yeah. I'm half Oriental.
Oh, yeah.
I like shrimp. All right, we're here at Premium Billiards. We're brought to you by Muellers.com, making sure we're not eating ramen noodle soup. And Mucci Cues, as well as the Punch Jump Cue, PJQ.com.
InsidePool.tv.
InsidePool.tv with NYC Grind. I am here with Sean Wilkie. Welcome, Sean. Thank you.
Welcome to our world, Alvin.
Shout out to Megan out there. I know she's listening.
Yeah, of course she is. She's at home in Jersey.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know Megan, he's talking about my girlfriend. And she's,
your road partner.
We've recently got a puppy, so she's more home often now than beforehand. But that's okay. She enjoys the dog, and I'm out here still doing the thing on the pool table.
Nice.
As we're saying that,
yeah, he's got an interesting shot here.
Made a shot, and I'm not sure if it's smart to go for
I
this
don't
combo.
know. I don't know. Let's have a look at.
I don't think it is because the 6 is not real close to the
combo's no good. There's too much space between the cue and the 2, and the 2 and the 6. I don't like it myself. What do you think? Let's have a look again.
It's tough, like I said. The only other thing, maybe he can go rail first.
He likes it.
Play the 2 off of the rail.
He likes
and
this.
off the 6. Watch this shot. Off the rail.
Yeah.
Oh, play the safety. That's even smarter.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if he gets behind the 7. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. Really, really nice. Perfect.
Speed.
He's going to freeze it? Nope. But still. Danny's not even going to look at the 2. See, I don't like doing this.
Yeah, he's like swinging away.
I like going over to the 2 and pointing up into the rail.
Yeah,
See,
trying to
he's
find an
whiffed
angle.
it.
Right.
Yeah, I go through the 2 to the rail at least to that angle, and then I'll go stand over there and play around and get down and shoot it. But I mean, Danny would beat me every time, but I'm just.
Well, he wouldn't have beat you on that shot though.
No,
because
I
he
would've
gave
took
up ball
more.
in hand. You didn't.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. So.
Well, Ron's going to take advantage. I got a feeling. Looks like he's straight in. You want to draw back right around middle table. Don't go too far because there's an 8 ball there. And the 4 is easy. The 5's in front of the hole. 6 is down here. The key shot is going to be the 6 to the 7 because the 8's jellied up in front of the side.
Back to the center of the table.
Yep.
He's going to go 2 rails. They're right exactly where he's at right now. Well, he went 1 rail to the center. That's fine.
Yeah, I think he had a little less angle than we could tell, so he just came 1 rail. Now here, he's probably just going to go 1 rail also. And come, you see the angle from what we're looking at. You can come right towards the 7. Would have liked to have been closer, but that's okay. He's happy he makes the 6 and he's still at the table. The 7 ball is actually not really tough because the 8 ball is in front of the side, so you don't have to do too much.
Just a little below center English there.
Yep.
Into the rail, out, back to the center of the table.
I can't tell here if the 9's an easier shot in the side because he's got a good angle. He can go 2 rails.
Right.
To play it in the side, depending on what the angle looks like.
I think he's going to go back to the center of the table.
Is he straight enough to draw straight back?
I think he's going to go around 2 rails.
Oh, you mean 1, 2, 3, and come back for the 9 in the bottom left corner? That's a possibility.
I'd say he's going to play it right here, up in the top left hand.
Right, use high left and follow around towards the 9.
I think he's going to play it with some juice because it's a fast table and you don't want to dink it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
You called it.
He's going to bump it though.
Oh, nice.
Just because the rails are so fast, you have to play it long.
Yeah, because if he would have came 2 and tried to be perfect for the side and he doesn't quite get there, it makes the shot tougher.
Well, there you have it. 4-0 as we close in here at the finals on Roku, the billiard channel. We're getting some.
Sound like Danny was talking to his coach on the sideline.
Yes, getting some parlez-vous français.
I heard him whistling right before he was racking.
Really?
And I know exactly what that means. I've done it before.
What?
Man, that first set was pretty simple, but this one's going to be tough. Down 4-0.
All right.
Plus, as you say, I mean, Ron's looking really smooth right now. So
he's comfortable.
If he can get a ball on the break, keep playing these good safeties where Danny don't get started with a smooth shot.
Right. He lets these nitroglycerin guys burn their candle out, and then he.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, it's not like you're going to run the set out. The table's not breaking really good for each player. We've had a couple good ones in a row, but normally you're going to, like here, you're going to have a dry break
They're
here
excited.
and there.
Look at this one pocket shot.
Yeah, he played it 2-way. I like that. Now this here is tricky. You can nip the right side of the 1, go back down table, which is tough to hit it that thin from being on the rail.
You can boot it also down under the 4.
Right. Or you can bank
It'll roll back in there. That's what I'm saying.
Possibly make the 4. Bank it right into the 5. Look at this
shot.
shot.
No, that'll go. It'll roll itself in there.
He's going to nip it. Oh.
Yep. Hide behind the 7. Failure.
Failure, but he left it 1 good. Unless
look at this shot. Look at this shot.
Is it on?
Wow. I think that sucker is on. I think that is dead nuts.
It's possible.
You think? Look at that. That's crazy. Let's have a look.
The only thing you have to look at. No, looks like the 2's hitting the 5.
You think?
Into the rail slightly, so it'll probably back cut the 4.
Right. He's going to go for it, though, isn't he?
Yeah, so
no.
It was back cut.
Yeah, it sure did back cut it.
He scratched.
Exactly like you said.
Didn't.
Then the 9's in the way here for a cross bank, but he can play safe by dropping the cue ball under the 5.
Possibly.
No,
You'd have to hit the
that's
1 real thin
super.
to do that.
Yeah,
And at a slow speed, so you got to trust the table, which is tough to do.
yeah, no doubt. How about boot the 1 back around by the 3?
This is a tough angle here.
Does he kick it? Does he go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and try to tuck it in behind the 1?
He could play the 1, 2 rails above the 9, 1, 2, and then under the 9, and have the cue ball come straight back up
Oh,
table.
okay, I like that.
I think
like
that's
that.
his only option here. 1, 2, and then straight back up. Here
All
we go.
right. Nice.
Oh, but he didn't get it. But
Did he give
he
him a
did
shot?
well from what he had, though.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I think Danny's got a shot here.
He can break him out, too, if he wants to, unless the 2-5 combo's
He sure
on.
can. He's going to have
A
to
little bit of
bank
low
it.
right. He missed the 1.
Ooh, that's not good when you miss the ball and then beat the second ball out for your opponent.
Yeah.
Let's not do that when you're down 4-0.
Well, you can really tell if a player is a grinder, I like to call it. When you're down in a match, say you're down 4-0, 5-0, you got to find a way to get a game, you know, to add the pressure back to the other guy.
He's not taking enough time. Danny's,
right.
You know, he got right up there and swung at it and didn't look at it or anything.
Yeah, because even though he did hit the 2 ball out, it would have been nice to hit the 5 and 2 at the same time. It's like,
ooh, amateur
see,
mistake
now
there.
this could be the momentum shift.
That's
it
not
gives
good.
Danny an easy start, scratches.
Yeah, you
can't
can't
take a break.
Right, because Danny's going to get, or excuse me, Ron's getting lazy maybe here.
Well, I wouldn't say he got lazy. He just finally missed a shot. He started real good in this set. He's 4-0 up, and he finally made his mistake. But the thing is, you get what can Danny do with it? That's what matters.
I want to thank you for joining us tonight, wherever you are on the earth or off the earth, wherever you may be watching. We're Inside Pool.tv, Inside Pool Magazine, NYC Grind. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool. I'm here with Sean Get Some Wilkie, a AAA rated pro player. You're what, number 5 now in the country, aren't you? 6, something like that? 4, 5, 6?
Ranked number 5 BCA ranking American player. So
nice.
I'm definitely last couple of years
at
I've
the
been
events.
gradually progressing, which is a good thing. And
that's good. I can tell, man. You're getting very mechanical. That's good. You're starting to do the same thing every time in the same rhythm,
which is a good thing.
That's good.
Like
you have a gear. You know, you're like Torsten. You're like all these good players. You're
I
playing
don't know if I
at
have
one
a gear
speed.
like that. Not quite yet, but I'm definitely on the journey towards it.
I can tell. You're playing at the same speed all the time.
There's a few things I've been trying to pick up on the mental game, and it's been helping me out tremendously.
Be like Neil's fan. That's all you got to do. Play like the Terminator.
That's a great game to idolize.
That's all you got to do.
He's a hell of a player, and I'm actually really happy for him that he won the world. I think it was the world.
9-ball. Student of
Bert
9-ball
Ginnister this year.
One of our.
Surprisingly, I heard a stat that he had played for about 20, 25 years now, and you got to think, a guy of his caliber, it just now won the 9-ball. That shows you how tough it is in the competition in the world.
Oh, Niels is one of the reasons I'm here doing this today.
Oh, Danny just missed another.
He sure did. He butchered it. He gave him the rack. Because, no. Getting mad. That's not good.
No, it's not.
Can't
There's
get
definitely a little
mad.
frustration coming out, that's for sure.
Can't let it come out.
He's probably going to have to play this rail first.
He's got to play rail first for sure. I'd play it. I wouldn't even play it into that rail. I'd play it 2 rails.
No. Well,
No?
if he can play a full...
'Cause, I
Well,
mean, this is ridiculous here.
One rail's
What's he going to
fine.
do here? Is that going to go in?
Yeah, I think so. It's probably off of the rail a hair.
Yep. Okay. Let's have a look. Maybe we
I
can
mean,
see it better.
if it's not, you go the other way like you're saying.
I play 2 rails
the only
into the
danger-
left-handed rail.
The only danger going that way, if you
Sell
hit it
out.
full, you can scratch behind it too, though.
Mm-hmm.
So he's hoping that it's off the rail a hair. I mean, you don't even have to hit it real thin. If you hit it about half the ball, it's going to go too.
Gotcha.
Because sometimes you get a double kiss that you can't see. It happens so fast. Oh, yeah, he was fine. Whoa, that ball came a little
Perfect.
live.
Oh.
This is tricky.
We've been seeing this all night on this table.
Yeah.
This overruns. This table overruns.
He's got to be careful if he does try to cut this in. And I don't know if he can hold it to middle table. He might have to come all the way around, which is tough. Good speed.
He plays them nice, doesn't he?
Yeah. Like you were saying
hits 'em.
earlier, when he's playing well and
Uh-huh.
he's staying on the angles, he smooth rolls them right in.
He plays like Rodney. I mean, he's got like a Rodney Morris kind of pop it around, just does enough. Nothing super
Kind of. Well, Rodney's a little
It's
flashy
a little
at
rollier,
times.
more rolling.
Right.
They roll the balls around.
Yeah.
They're not trying to beat the heck out of everything.
Not trying to overpower him. I
Yeah.
know what you're saying.
Okay, 5-0.
This is definitely surprising me. I mean, I know Ron's capable of, beating anybody by
Sure.
multiple games if
Plays
you
good.
allow him to. Which, if you think about it, Danny has made about 3 mistakes in the beginning of
Sure.
this finals. So 5-0. Maybe surprise is the wrong word. It's unexpected. But it is a race to 9, so there's plenty of room for a comeback.
Did you see how he feathered the rack over
Yeah,
the
it
one
is
ball like
different.
that? Like you're brushing it with a brush?
I'm actually not a fan of that, but a lot of players do it. And,
Now the one ball's rolling off, obviously.
yeah, of course.
It's got a giant divot in the table.
Yeah, there's a divot. You can tell. I don't know. Whenever it was, somebody started racking the balls a little high.
Okay.
So that's where the divot is.
Gotcha.
So most of the times if you're trying to get a solid rack, that's where you got to put it. Because if you try to put it down below it,
No.
the one
can't
tries
get
to
it.
roll up, or maybe the balls behind the one that are touching the 9, they're not even close. And it just, that affects the break and layout.
The table needs repaired with some compound and then sanded down,
Right, possibly.
leveled out, sanded down, and then new cloth put on it. I think it'll be fine. We were talking earlier.
Sometimes it's actually just the
spot.
spot. Because, it's, even
spot's
though it's
paper.
paper thin,
Yeah, it still gets a divot in it.
yeah, it puts a little divot in it. So you can just possibly replace that and don't put a lot of pressure on it the first couple times you rack it.
Uh-huh.
And maybe reset a divot where it's correct.
Gotcha.
That's just a common thing in the billiards world that we got to get used to. Because if you think about it, every time you rack and you break, the pressure of the cue ball
Sure.
hitting that top ball,
Going down into the...
it pushes that head ball into the slate. And no matter where you rack it, that's where your next divot's going to end up. He landed on the wrong angle here. You can still hear him talking to himself, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah, he's talking at one.
He's going to have to roll this in. He missed the side pocket. Good shot.
Something in French.
Is that what the Canadians speak? French?
Yes.
Yeah, it was funny yesterday. I was playing a match, and I believe Danny was talking to Martin on the side in like a pretty deep conversation, and I was just joking with Zuglin. I looked over and I'm like, I gave him this weird look. What did they just say? And he goes, I was thinking the same thing.
All right, 5-1.
He's on the board here at Premium Billiards in
That's where we're at.
Syracuse, New York.
Here on the Billiard Channel.
Roku. How do you spell that?
Roku. R-O-K-U.
K-U.
Yes, sir. The Roku, the Billiards Channel, launches November 5th, 2014.
Very nice.
Remember, the 5th of November.
Hey, that was in a movie. Can't remember what movie, though.
Yes.
That's a part of history, isn't it?
Yes. We're launching November 5th.
Very
The
nice.
5th of November.
I'll be looking you up.
All right, man. We'll be at the APA U.S. Amateur Championships down in Florida. Oh, no. I'm going to be in Florida in November. Oh, goodness.
That's a good thing, right?
So difficult.
Isn't the weather better down there in
Oh,
November?
it's just amazing. I know. So watch that on Roku and youtube.com/Inside Pool Mag. Of course, you can check us out on Facebook. And I was very happy to have Sean get some Wilkie here commentate with me. Sponsored by Focused Apparel, Lucasi Hughes, Blackheart Tips.
Yep. That's my
Okay.
3 main ones, for sure.
You also work with Inside Pool quite a bit, so
Yep.
we appreciate you, Sean.
It's been a long journey with
A
you
long
guys
journey.
as well.
Absolutely.
That has just started, actually.
Yeah, lots of trips.
Look at this. I believe he tried to cut it in, but he got away with it. And he's going to leave it hooked behind this ball of three clouds here. And what are you supposed to do? Just bump this and hit it soft? Yeah. Well, he's going to be safe again. You just nip the 1 and you come 2 rails and out, come over towards the 3. Well, maybe not that far because you don't want to spread them out too much. Just come 2 rails and
He's got to keep the pressure on, too. I mean, Ron can't play any kind of,
he's reaching. He's got to be careful not to bump the 8.
Don't make a mistake here if you're Ron.
No, of course not.
Not with Danny, because he can run 5-6 racks in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him do it.
Oh, wow. He just
Didn't go to a rail.
Are you kidding me?
How could you do that? Wow. Maybe he did it on purpose. I see him sometimes doing that on purpose.
I don't think
he
if
did,
that
but
was smart.
I've seen that before.
Not smart this time if he did it on purpose.
Right, but don't do that.
I think he was just having trouble with bridging over the 8. He didn't want to foul it.
Yes.
And it was a touchy shot.
I've seen him give up ball in hand on purpose, though, before.
Well, if they're tied up and the guy can't make the shot, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, Alvin's going to take a break for a minute. I'll hold you guys down in the booth. Looks like Danny was thinking about nipping the 1 from the other side and just leaving him on the opposite side of the 8 so he can't hit the 1. Which I think is a pretty good shot. I mean, Ron's going to have an easy kick 1 rail or 2 rails behind the 1, but the thing you want to do here is try to separate these balls a little bit so when he does kick, he leaves you a shot. It looks like he hit it a little too hard, possibly. Can't tell if he can get past the 8.
Let's have a look.
If he could get past the 8, he could just roll on top of the 1 and leave it right there. But I can't. It's really tight. Yeah,
it's too tough to see. We got Mike Zuglin out there eyeballing.
Yep, he's going to go 2 rails and probably hit this from some speed. Oh, good shot. Nothing wrong with that.
That'll work. Can I go now?
Oh, I see a good shot here. You nip the side of the 1, come 2 rails around the 8, come over to the side rail where he's standing,
That's good.
And possibly get him behind the 3. He's going to just keep leaving him there. He's going to try to do the same thing. Go 2 rails, nip the 1, bump it, it hits the 5 and goes to the rail. Look at this.
Nice.
He's just going to nip it and come back out to where the cue ball's at, leave him safe. Could have him in a bad spot now. Looks like he lined up the 4 where he can't kick 1 rail and try to kick it in. Go behind the 8. Now this one you're going to have to hit with some speed to just hope for separation, leave a tough shot, or maybe get lucky, leave him safe. He's thinking of just tying him up again. To roll the 5 ball and leave a combo, maybe. No. Like you said, sometimes they'll just give him ball in hand. You were right about that.
Yep, they do. I've seen it.
I think he left the combo right in. Even if it's not straight, if they're close and frozen, you can actually throw this ball in.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
He's going to nip it. Try to bring the cue ball back over here behind the 8.
Like you said, he can make. There's a shot on this 5 ball.
Yeah, it must be not as close as we thought.
No, no. It's obviously not worth going for.
Did he get him there? Don't think so. Really close to it. Well, the cue ball's got to go down tail. You got to make sure you bank this 1 ball out towards the 4. Got to get it far enough so he can't make it. This is close. He might be able to kind of like spin it. Aim to barely miss the 4. 1 ball should be able to go.
Nice.
He overhit it. He's going to have it back cut on the 2 now.
It's not good because you can't see the pocket.
Right. The only good thing is the cue ball's naturally coming 2 rails towards the 4 ball. And he might be able to come away with a shot on the 3. Yep. Have a shot in the bottom corner or the side pocket. Four ball obviously goes past the 8. So this should open up the rest of this rack. Yep. 5 ball easy, 6 balls right there. Don't have to do too much to get to the 7. They're all near the holes. Roll forward, stay on the left side of the table.
Easy does it, my friend.
Yep.
Easy does it.
He's going to go over the side rail so he leaves himself an angle to go 3 rails to the 9 ball. Five games to 2.
All right, 5-2, my friends. Danny Hewitt's climbing back out of the hole.
He sure is. That safety
Yep.
battle went his way. And,
Sure did.
He made a good shot on the 1 ball, spin it in and come 2 rails for the 2. Oh, cue ball almost got kicked in the corner. Instead, it kissed the 1 ball and it went in.
Look at this guy. He just get down and smack right at the ball.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to hit that ball. I'm like, wow.
That would have been a thing of beauty because he still had his break cue in his hand.
I see some players play with the break cue.
Well, if it's got a normal tip, a leather tip on it, you can.
Yeah.
If it hits solid. Try to play the safety. Looks like he possibly has got him behind the 7.
Ronald.
Yeah. Could kick this in 1 rail and back cut to 2 slightly. He's got a good chance of making this. Cue ball is going to come naturally 2 rails towards the 5.
See, he didn't go over to the other rail and look at the point where you need to go off the rail
No,
to
he
hit the
didn't.
2. You just you can't feel that shot. You got to use the tool. You got to use the cue and line the thing up.
Give yourself a reference.
You can't trust your
Line it up.
creativity.
No.
Your mind.
He could have been just maybe trying to nip it and play safe.
Very well could have been. Yeah.
I can't really tell. From the speed he shot it, it's hard to tell because he shot it medium.
Right.
I think he left him an edge here. Now this is where if you nip it, you got to judge to leave the cue ball over by the side pocket, by the 3.
Gotcha.
So the 8 and the 5 have a chance to block the 2.
Uh-huh. But he bumped the 4.
He bumped the 4, right? Can't tell if the 2 ball came up enough for it to go on the side. Now the only thing here is coming back across, the 5 and the 8 are in the way, so you got to play to either come below the 5 or barely go above the 8. Yeah, that's what was tricky.
Wow.
He had to do a lot there. It wasn't like he just had to make the 2 and come across.
Sure. And he stood up on the ball, too. That's just not good. You got to make sure you stay down on those shots.
Yeah.
That extra body movement's going to mess with your stroke.
Got away with it. Left a 5 ball in between the 2, so Ron's going to have to kick it the back of the 2. Try to kick it up table, maybe into the corner, and bring the cue ball towards the 8. Oh, he went the other way.
Sure did. Ooh, he's going to leave him right in the hole. Nope, it's a little low.
Yeah, I think it's low.
I don't think he can make this ball. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at camera 3.
I think he would have to. No,
He can't make this ball.
not in the side, no. He's looking at possibly banking it in the other side.
Does it scratch then?
I
mean, he's
I don't
pushing it
think-
that way.
don't think so, because you.
Yeah. Bump it in, bump it out.
What did he try to
Not
do there?
good. I don't think he wanted to double kiss it, but I think that was
Was he trying to leave the cue ball
I
down
think-
behind the 9?
right. I think he was trying to float farther without the double kiss. Interesting shot, but didn't work out for him. So
Yeah, well, with the 2 in that position, he didn't have that much options. He's going to have to play this all the way up in the corner, I think, if it goes past the 6 in order to get to the 3. We'll probably play, like I said earlier, to come across the top of the 8 or come below the 5. He tried to get below the 5.
funny layout. It's a funny layout. You got to do all this weaving around because the 2 and the 3 are completely on opposite sides of the table. Before this shot, now
Yeah.
everything's blocking in the middle. Where you want to be in the center of the table, there's all kinds of balls there.
Yep, and that's when the game gets tricky because it takes away a lot of position angles.
Yes. Now the 3s and you can't.
No,
Yeah.
can't do too much.
Nothing you can do.
You can just nip this. Make sure you don't push it in front of the side. Leave it on that rail. And put the cue ball on the opposite rail and get in between. The 5 and 8 should be in between the 3 and the cue ball. So you just want to nip it slightly with a little bit of left. Oh, he didn't hit enough left to get it past 8.
Well,
he's got to think here. I would take my time and try to find a safety that's easy to execute. You don't want to be trying anything tough here.
how about just hiding the cue ball behind the 8-5 and sending the 3 down to the bottom rail?
He could possibly do that. You gotta be careful to not hit the
Doesn't
3
go
ball
too
too
far.
hard. Yeah, because then it'll come in front of the hole. So you want to put more spin, side spin on the cue ball to get back behind the 8. I'm not sure if he tried to bank that cross corner or not. But he did hit it at a good speed where he left it at the top rail.
Yeah, it's tough in the center of the table like that.
Now here I like hitting the left side of the 3, come 2 rails down to the back rail and leave him behind these balls, just like that.
Yep, that's a good shot.
He
Unless
might-
he goes too far and leaks it out. I don't think he did.
Can't tell. If he did, he only leaked out hitting the side of it.
Feather hit. Ron's eyeballing. I see this often. The player will come out of the gate, run 5 racks, and then spend the next 2.5 hours to get his next point.
Wow, he just hit the 5 ball. That's just. I was about to say before he shot that, even if you could hit the side of it, what are you trying to make? I mean, why not go 2 rails behind it and try to leave distance?
Yeah, I see this happen a lot.
Well,
It's mental, man.
Yeah, most of the times in a match, there's going to be a momentum shift. It's just how you deal with it. You should be able to follow down and possibly play the 5 on the side. You could be able to bump the 6 ball too as he plays the 5. I mean, if the 6 goes in, you don't want to bump it because you can go up table right now with this angle.
Bumped it out.
Yep, and it worked well.
Yes, it did.
If he's straight in, he can just stun it or follow forward. He's got a lot of options here. If it goes past the 8 in the side, he can draw back. He play the 7 in the corner where he's at, or just, like I said, yeah, stun it and play it in another corner. Oops, nice little stop shot. This one to just roll in, go to the rail. And we're going to have a 5-3 match, it looks like now.
All right, 5-3 here. Thanks, Sean Wilkie, for joining us. Thank you, Sean.
Of course.
It's this is difficult doing this work, I tell you.
It is. I mean, it's
Got to keep focused on it.
gotta stay focused. Remember to tell the viewers out there exactly what they're doing, which is key. I like to do in commentary because
it's
I mean,
tough.
I'm sitting here and I'm just talking about football, which is it's Sunday football. I enjoy football, but I'm not going to do that for the viewers. You know, I want to talk about the game and try to give them some knowledge of the reason the players shoot
Yes.
at certain angles and go multiple rails sometimes when it looks like they should just go one rail.
Well, football, you can take it, you know, is a team thing. You can always blame your teammates.
Yeah,
whereas
of course.
pool, you know, you can't blame anybody but yourself.
Of course not.
You show up there, it's all you, man.
Yeah.
You are one guy, and you are representing your game.
Your game.
You can't say this guy, you know.
I mean, unfortunately, we get some unlucky rolls at times, but that happens to everybody.
Sure.
You know, but when those unlucky rolls do come up, like you're saying, use your game to your advantage, your style, and be ready to compete because you know your opponent's going to be ready. Yeah, just like Danny, you know, he was down 5-0, a little frustrated. But now since it's 5-3, Ron's got to be ready to capitalize when he does get back to the table. Because like you're saying, if he does make another mistake, I mean, this match could be over pretty fast.
Sure.
Look, see, everything's starting to go bad, and now the dry break. 4-ball rolls up, and Ron doesn't have a shot.
That's exactly right, Sean. Sometimes you're just at the brunt end of a storm, and you know you could be fighting as much as you want, but Mother Nature is coming through with its fury, and there's nothing you can do. You got to sit there in your chair while the whole house blows out.
Wait for the next boat to show up.
Yeah.
You know, if you're he might have scratched on a push. Whoa, that was close and very dangerous.
Oh, my favorite thing, close and dangerous.
Well, he's going to shoot the 1 and play safe here. Bank it straight up down table towards the 6. Cue ball's going to come 2 rails.
Doink.
And he bumped it to leave him a shot, though, I think.
Did he give him a shot? No.
Can't tell. I think he did. It's tough.
Yeah.
Now, what makes this shot tough is see how he's jacked up over the pocket?
Yes.
You don't have an easy bridge here.
No.
And it's a tough angle to boot.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't care where the next ball is. I play this with high ball. I mean, I roll this ball
2
in.
balls up table, though.
I know. I do not hit any bottom spin on this ball. Not coming out of the
because
of
of
that.
Though.
I know you do,
Yeah,
but
right. He's gonna get lucky. Look at this. Wow.
That's why I don't use bottom spin. You dog one.
Ron.
Hey now, easy with the word dog.
You butchered this 6 ball.
Straight in the hole. I remember.
Because
right
you
down
hit
the
it
rail.
low, and I'm
you're
like,
right.
he's not going to hit this low. Sure enough.
I shouldn't have because the 8 ball was right up table. I could have made it. Yep.
And these pockets don't play around. You got to be right on, man.
True, especially at a high speed like you're saying, drawing the ball. I caught the rail on the way in. Both times I remember similar shots, and they cost me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me personally, I hit high ball on them shots because I want to just roll that ball in because the pockets are cut so funny on these tables.
Yeah. I'll remember that for next time. Roll it in next time. Take a longer shot on the 8 would have been nice.
Yeah,
at least I would have been at the table still.
Yeah, if there's any way to, you know, you have more of a chance to do something even though you don't have the right shape that you want. It's not always about getting the perfect shape. It's about staying at the table like you're saying.
Yep. Worst thing you can do is give the table back to an opponent with an easy shot.
Because the other guy, as soon as you let up, he ran over you. He just rack after rack after rack after rack. And all you could do is sit there and twiddle your thumbs looking at the table in the chair. I watched it. Couldn't do nothing.
That's true.
But, yeah, can't hit drawing them long shots across the table unless you're Corey Duel or, you know.
They make the mistakes too.
They do too.
Plenty of
Absolutely, man. I've seen them all make the mistakes.
He's going to have to shoot this in the side, I believe. And draw off the top rail, come back down, and maybe shoot the 3 in the same side. Or if he can hold it, play the 3 in the corner. See what he does. Yep. I had a feeling it was going to keep
going
coming.
and going and
Yep,
going and
side
going.
pocket. Looks like the 5 ball goes if he's on the right side of the table. Key here is to leave yourself an angle on the 4 to get back down there.
Sure. Boy, that's a funny one there. How about playing the 4 in the bottom right-hand pocket, I was going to say. Roll up for the 5.
Now he's got to play. He's got to get to the 4 after the 3, so probably gonna maybe stun down.
He can play the 3 in the bottom. He's gonna have to take a tough shot on the 5, hasn't he?
Well, if he's slightly off angle here, he can follow it with high right and get to the other side of the table, which I think he has the angle. Yep. I'll come towards the 9. Don't get behind the 9.
Ooh, that's exactly why I wouldn't like doing that shot, but he hit it nice.
Yeah. He was probably trying to come below the 9 a little bit.
Yes.
He just hit it off slightly.
But you can't never tell what's going to happen with this table. But it plays good. This table plays really good. It shows the weaknesses in the players.
Well.
It exposes the weaknesses.
The rails are just a little fast, a couple of them.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's, I would say, tough to adjust to. That's all.
Also, look on the left-hand side. I'm going to switch to the other camera so you can see the tiger striping on the cloth where the staples are pulled. This cloth is pulled at like 900 foot-pounds. Yeah,
that could be part of it because it could extend the rubber up high, so the balls hit and it actually bounces off instead of grips.
You can really see it in the light on the other camera angle. I'm going to change it here. All right, see all the tiger striping going up the side of the left-hand side of the table next to the rail? See all that tiger striping? Yeah. That's all staples in the cloth going all the way up. It's pulling the cloth.
Oh, okay.
See it?
Yeah.
Right around the side pocket. This lighting will bring out those pulls in the cloth.
Well, this is a big game for Ron.
Yes, it is.
Get through that rack and get number 6 on the wire.
6-3 in this race to 9. Here on the Billiard Channel, Roku. Don't forget to go to Muellers.com, order yourself a catalog. Let them know you watched Inside Pool TV and you appreciate their sponsorship of the events, making it happen. If it wasn't for Muellers.com, you wouldn't be watching this tonight, as well as Mucci Q's, Punch Jump, Q, PJQ.com, Premium Billiards, BurtKinnister.com, and NYC Grind, my friends. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool, and I'm here with Sean Get Some Wilkie. We're watching Ron Casanzio and Danny Hewitt. It's now 6-3. This race to 9. Right in the side pocket, he dived. The 9's going to go in the hole.
It's going to be hanging.
Oh, my goodness.
Ain't nothing like a freebie.
Call this one over. You might as well rack him.
Yeah. He's got to shoot it, though. There's no concessions, which is a good rule.
Yes, it is a good rule. All right, so now we're 4-6. That's a little closer, isn't it?
Yeah, that speeded this match up fast. Look at that rack.
Sure did. Nobody? Good. All right.
We're back.
Yes, truly we are.
Mike took a couple swigs of soda and got some candy.
Nice.
Can't ever go wrong with that.
No. Ron Casanzio up 6-4 in this race to 9.
Yep.
All he needs is 3, man.
He's
He needs a punch and Judy break with the shot on the 2.
at this time of the match, both guys have a real good chance. You know, it's only a 2-game gap. One guy still needs 3, so it's not like it's 8-6. You know, you give the guy a little bit more advantage if he was on the hill at 8-6, but especially with these weird racks, not a lot of balls going on a break. That's actually the first scratch I've seen on a break in a while, so never know. Danny could come and scratch right back.
He could come with it and run
Ron's
10,
definitely-
run the next 6 racks and win this thing
Well, I don't
in
know
20
about,
minutes.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, I've seen him.
It's
I've
possible.
seen him do crazy things, man.
Ron's having a tough time racking the balls, so he's letting Danny rack them.
Yeah, just rack them.
See, I think no matter if I was having a tough time or not, there's no way I would let my opponent rack the balls for himself.
You know who the only player is that doesn't even look at the rack? Strickland.
Strickland, really?
Never looks at the rack, ever. Just gets up there and crushes them.
Oh, that's good. I mean,
Never, ever looks at the rack.
I don't like doing it either, but I mean, sometimes you just have to see. I mean, look,
I know.
let him rack
I
his own, and the ball went straight in.
I know, but it's Earl, and it's a whole different... Earl's rules don't apply to anybody else.
Of course not. Got a shot on the 1, 2 ball. 5 ball looks like it goes in the side past the 8, so that's going to be your key position in this rack.
And I have to say, Earl once in a while does look at the rack. Once in a very great while. But most of the time I'm doing matches on Strickland, he doesn't even look at the rack. He lets the other player, he just gets up there and smashes it. Because I've watched for it. And I said again and again, I can't believe this guy's not even looking at his rack.
Yeah, right.
But yes, sometimes he does, as one
Well,
of the
most of the
chatters was
time,
mentioning.
If the rack is close to being frozen and you hit a solid break on the 1,
You'll know it.
the main thing you're trying is to get action out of the balls. And it's not like we can plan, like, oh, we're going to make this ball on the break.
Right.
No, we're trying to get the cue ball back to the middle of the table, hit the
Yes.
1 ball square with some good speed,
Hope to get the wing or
and
the
hope
one
to get
ball.
a shot, mainly. Where they roll is where they roll, so you got to be ready after the break. Nice shot there.
Yes, you have to be ready after the break.
He's got a good angle. He just looked to make sure the 5 ball goes in the side. Low right, spin it down past the side, come towards the 9. Just like that. And he landed good. Came down far enough to where he has a good angle to come. He'll probably stun it over to the 6 on the side rail and have the 8 ball on the same side. 9 ball will probably go in the pocket to where the 6 is going. And we should have a score line to within 1 game.
Danny run him out in 30 seconds. Hewitt, 25-second run out.
Yeah.
I like his pace, but they'll get you in trouble sometimes.
They
Too
can.
much of it. Too much of the fast stuff.
It's always nice to have easy shots when you're on a pace like this.
Absolutely. He's coming back with a vengeance, my friends. What was he down? It's 5-0.
5-0.
4-0? 5-0?
5-0.
And Ron petered out. And,
Got 1 game, 2 games ago, I believe, and
that was it. 30 seconds later, he's up.
6-5. That scratch in the side last game, leaving the 1-9
Wow.
hanging was crucial.
Oh, man. Brutal. You know he's going to be having nightmares about that one. Flipping through time and space backwards,
This
end
is-
over end through his nightmare.
This is what I have a hard time explaining. Ryan went up and racked the balls this time. Why didn't you just finish racking them last time instead of letting Danny rack them himself? I mean, if you know you got to rack again next time, just take your time and try to get them as close as possible. I think we're at 5 racks now for Danny. Is that correct?
I think so. Uh-oh, watch this. Doink. Here, Ron. I have a present for you. Oh. Update the score here, 5-6.
Ain't it funny how I just said you never know? Here soon, Danny can scratch.
Right there.
Ron just
Boom.
scratched.
See, you're dictating. You're a dictator.
Do I get a crown for that?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
He's probably just going to go one rail, play the 2 in the bottom corner.
Is he?
He could just line it up straight and kind of draw back towards the 2. I don't mind doing that either. I don't like going off the rails unless you really have to.
Yeah, I like what you're saying with that.
Especially when they're playing a little funny.
Yeah, funky.
That's actually what cost me in a couple of my matches. I was trying to be too precise where I didn't have to go into a certain rail. And then I had a couple hitches in my stroke and I missed the balls.
Don't do that again.
Well, that's my plan.
Okay.
We'll see how it works out. Looks like he's going to stop it, take the angle, 3 ball in the other corner. 4 balls close to the corner up there, so should be able to force this to the side rail above the side with some spin and come up towards the 4. Good
yes,
shot.
yes, yes.
I think he got high in there. Yep, he's okay.
He better do it now if he's going to do it, because Danny's on a mission, man. Yeah. Danny is on a mission. Every chance he gets, he puts 2 racks together on you.
This is a big game here. If you can make it 7-5, keep that gap in between you and Danny.
No more playing games.
No, of course not. Oh, 6 ball, 7 ball's easy. Come back towards the middle of the table for the 8 in the bottom left corner. Depending on the angle he gets on the 7, he could play 8 somewhere else. It's up to him. He left the cue ball far, he has to reach it. Good thing he's got that balance right and in the middle. And he chose to go around. Be careful here, don't bump it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Did just what you told him not to.
He was trying to come for the side pocket, got lucky there.
Why do they always do just what you tell them not to?
I don't know. Pinched us to the side rail. Come off. Now he's stretching. He ended up getting down low. I'm sure both players are a little exhausted too. I mean, they're playing for 2 days, you know. So.
Oh, absolutely. We got in here at like 8:30 this morning, I think.
8:30? No way.
I was in here at.
Oh, you were, right?
Yeah. Everybody else got here about 11.
Yeah,
that's
matches
right.
started at 11, so they were probably here at 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30 or so. Okay, Ron. 7-5 in this race to 9. I'm Alvin with Inside Pole. I'm here with Sean Wilkie. We're here at the finals. The Joss Tour at Premium Billiards in Syracuse, New York. Brought to you by Muellers.com. Make sure you go over there, order a catalog, tell them Inside Pole sent you. Watching on Roku across the galaxy, thanks to Muellers.com, Mucci Q's, BurtKinnister.com, The Punch Jump Cue, PJQ.com, Premium Billiards, of course, and NYC Grind. Sean Wilkie.
Yep.
Amazing player. You're here brought to you by Focused Apparel and Lucasi Cues and
Black Arc Tips.
Yes,
And
and
they are.
you got 5th place in the tournament, didn't you?
Yeah, I got fifth this weekend.
Nice.
I was feeling pretty good about it. I was in the Final Four winter side starting today, but had a couple shaky matches. Lost Hill to Martin.
What's the prize money here?
And the prize money, I believe first was just over 1,000. I think it was 1,050.
Nice.
I ended up getting 300 for fifth, which is good. You know, I got my entry fee back, some travel expenses. It's better than being in the negative. So
yeah, and you're showing up, getting some tournament time, keeping that experience, man.
Yeah, I got to take the positive out of it.
Absolutely.
So I definitely didn't get my butt whooped, but I had my chances.
Yeah.
I just didn't take advantage when I had to, or when I needed to. Good shot here. Nice kick.
Well,
safety.
Danny played the same thing he did on you, didn't he? His steamroller tactics. He does that steamroller stuff, which it works.
It's effective. He got out on me early. Well, actually, I was up a little bit in the beginning, but when he got to, I think it was like
he hits that gear, man.
5-3.
Starts running you over.
At 6-3, I think I took a break, but when I came back, I broke dry. He got a game, played a good safety, got another game, so he's on the hill, and that was about it. I ended up losing 9-4, I believe. 9-4 or 9-5.
He's tall, too, and that is an advantage, but it's also a disadvantage as well in certain situations. Being too tall isn't always the best thing.
Really?
Yeah, because they wear out a lot faster, because they got to bend over a lot farther, and there's more wear and tear on their bodies, and they're carrying all that weight around, being 20 foot tall, you know. Whereas a smaller guy like Ron, look at Ron, he's hanging in the second set.
Yeah, true.
You know, and Danny's real high energy, and he's burned, lit the candle at both ends.
Well, I also believe, is Ron his job, is he a mailman? Is that what I heard from somebody?
He's the postman. I have no idea.
It's either
I live 500 miles away from here.
Well,
is he a postman?
If he is, I'm not sure.
What are they talking about?
I don't think he hit it on the way in. I don't think you hit it on the way in. It hit the rail first. Right.
I thought I skinned it.
Yeah, I don't believe he hit it on the way in.
Well, message wasn't delivered.
Yeah.
What's that song, that Elvis song? Postman. Oh, wait. Return to sender.
Well, as I was saying, if he is, that could help him in his stamina if
he's the mailman. Right. Oh, yeah.
I could be wrong, but I thought I remember hearing that a while ago.
Address unknown. Nobody's home. All right, don't mess with the king. All right, Ron, the mailman, Casanzio. He may not even be a mailman, and we're just labeling him. How you doing? Some bearded person was walking behind me. Ron, you better get out or they're going to be playing harmonica for you, buddy.
Nice hit. Nice hit.
Yeah, you don't want them playing harmonica at the end of the tournament here. The one moved, said Mr. 8-Ball.
I'm not sure it did. It was very close from our aspect. It looked like it didn't move. Either way, I mean, they're still at the table, and they came over and asked us for the call.
Yep, you gave them the...
Unfortunately, they didn't have a ref, and from what we saw...
You're the man, Sean. You're the pro, man.
On the way in, from what I could tell, it didn't look like it moved.
Yep, you're the best player here, so you say goes, man.
If it did, maybe from my viewpoint, I couldn't see it, but like Ron and Danny said, they didn't have a ref, so it's the best thing we can do.
Yes, sir.
Somebody's asking if the tour makes it to the West Coast.
I don't think so, not this one.
Nope, this is mainly a New York tour. It's called the Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour. So we're going to be in the northeast part of the country, obviously.
Wow.
And this is where Mike Zuglin lives. So it's going to stay in
he's going to
his
stay in his
vicinity
comfort zone.
and comfort zone.
In the womb.
That would be a long travel to the West Coast.
I like that Rickadella's tour too. Does he still do that?
No, they don't have that tour.
I haven't even heard of that one
anymore.
anymore. That's a shame.
Used to be the Tiger tour, playing a pool tour back in the day.
Playing a pool, yeah.
They still have the Action Pool Tour down in Virginia, which is
Riccadella called it quits.
Doing well. Yeah, they tried to get it going a couple years ago again, and I just don't think they. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it seemed like a couple.
Jose's on them.
Couldn't keep it going, right?
He's on that other tour.
Yeah, Jose's got the Mez tour still going on in New Jersey and PA and New York.
Probably takes up all his time. Look at this shot. Wow. Best shot of the show.
Look at this, though.
No, wrong.
Wow.
That was that was a bad good shot.
Can you see it? I don't think he can make it, though.
Take a look.
Well, the good thing is,
I think he's dreaming, imagining that
he can see it. You nip it and try to get the cue ball behind the 8.
Yes.
He bumped the 8, though. Not good angle.
Uh-oh. Left a hidey hole open.
Yeah, this is tough. And the 3 doesn't get past the 5. I mean, you can make the combo if you're straight in on the 3 into the 5, because then you can roll it. It makes the pocket bigger. But
yes.
But making this 2 and staying on that side of the table is very tough.
That is tough.
I actually would try to be looking for a safety. I don't see anything easy though.
I like hitting about 5 o'clock on the cue ball, believe it or not, and coming off the rail so that it play the 3-5 combo. If he can get that low on the ball, I don't know if he can.
Close to it.
Yeah, I don't know if he can hit that low on the ball.
Might just
shoot it to draw backwards.
Try to make it.
The high ball is more accurate.
Wherever the cue ball goes, it goes.
Yeah, that's definitely. Use that high ball spin.
Might actually run into the 3.
Yep.
Yep.
He did run into the 3.
Might get lucky combo here. Or
no, he left him clean.
No, it goes past the 4.
Rolling shot, easy does it. Got the 3 in the side here. With an easy does it on the 4.
Yeah, it was a good shot from the 2 to the 3. Should be able to make the 4. Just come one rail back towards where the cue ball's at. Now he can take this angle and come around 3 rails, come around the 9. And the cue ball will be coming towards the 8. You just don't want to go to the rail. Just come towards it, and you'll have the 7.
Nice. Yep, 20 seconds later, he's got another rack, and it's 6-6, just like that.
Is it 6-6? I think Ron was up 7-5.
Okay, it's going that fast, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, we missed a game. Sorry, guys.
It's definitely challenging to keep everything perfect on 9 ball. I'll tell you. Is that correct? 7? Yeah.
I think.
Yep. 7.
Yep. Looks like we possibly could be going down to the wire here.
Okay, we'll get that updated. It is 7-6. Favor Ronald Casanzio.
Something I would like to see in tournaments, even though time restraints can come into play. I like to see all matches that are money matches, say top 8, whatever it might be in a tournament, to be win by 2. So if it goes 8-8, player has to win by 2. Because sometimes it's unfortunate. You can play good and say you get one tough roll in a match and you lose by 1 game.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could have equally been the same as each player in the match. Could have both played very well. One tough roll and you just lose. So I would like to see win by 2 more often. Maybe
I like that.
Maybe
that's good.
The future. The only bad thing is, like I say, time restraints. Say the players keep going back and forth, you could have like a 13-11 match, or even higher. It looks like Ron's going to let him rack the balls.
Yeah, he's just going to let him. These guys are tired of it. I'd do it too. I'd say rack your own balls. I don't care if you twist them.
Yeah, but
that's
getting into the mental game.
Well, the ball rolled right off. They can't get it to freeze. You couldn't get it to freeze either when you were playing other guy.
I think I would let him rack, but I wouldn't let him rub the one with the rack.
Yeah.
Rack them, but don't do that. Because
like,
that does a lot of things to the rack. When you rub it, it manipulates the balls behind it too. I mean, they obviously have to move. It's a momentum thing.
Did you see the look on Ron's face when he saw him move that ball?
Yeah. So
he breaks open bridge. Look at this. See, you can't play it. Funny.
Nope.
You're not going to get... Karma will eat you up,
That's
man.
True. For the most part.
You up. You can only try to be a rack mechanic.
Well,
he took the stick out. He took the thing out of his stick, the extension.
What do you mean?
The center extension is gone, unless he's got it covered up right now.
I think he's got it covered up.
Yeah, he's got it covered up. Okay, I thought he had it. I took it out.
That would have been a little
I'm
scary.
watching everything, man. I'm watching. I see you guys do weird stuff like that.
Of course. I mean, you've watched
Change
Earl
shafts.
so many times.
Oh,
so
man.
You've seen everything.
Yeah, changing. Putting webbing on. Scuba gear.
Sunglasses.
Halfway through the match, scuba gear. Yeah, definitely. Shooting goggles.
You should be able to draw this in between the 5 and 7 and get back out to middle table. It looks tricky, but he's got a good angle to do it. This is where you want to just medium stroke it, soft spin. There you go. Good
nice.
shot.
I love those kind of shots. I don't know why. Just the way the pocket swallows the ball.
Right.
And then they come bouncing off the rail. Just
nice
something cool.
Noise.
Yeah.
Key shot is going to be the 7th in this rack, it looks like. He would like to keep the ball in the middle of the table after he gets to the 4, of course. Roll this in and leave yourself an angle on the 4. I think he landed a little straight. He might have to force follow it as 2 rails now. So it looks like. Straight high, maybe a little bit of high right inside, just a touch. 2 rails to the top, just like that. Keeps landing pretty straight on these angles.
All right. Ronald, the postman. Is he a postman? Retired.
Okay, retired. So I was correct.
That's why the glasses. He's got them glasses.
He was. So that means he's
See
got
the stamina.
He's
Yes, he can go. He can go and go. He's like an Energizer bunny, and he's 5'2". So that's gonna
He's got a nice angle.
He doesn't
here.
have to bend over very far over the table. It's
Yeah.
almost like he's standing straight up. There's no wet wear and tear on the back. This guy can play all night, I guarantee it. Play one pocket over and over and over again. One pocket. Drinking waters.
3 rails around. Now you want to make sure the cue stays near the
Yes.
rail. If not, this is going to be tough. Ooh. You might have to play possession off of the point.
The mailman. Casanzio.
I'm going to give you a good point here for anybody
Okay.
watching.
Listen up, folks.
Good pointer of when to use the point.
Okay.
Because it's close to hitting the corner of the side pocket, you want to watch using draw. Just use high.
Okay.
Make your shot, and it's going to hit, naturally come off.
Wow.
That's all you could do. But see, if you use draw and you glance the ball wrong, it could cause you to
Straight in
scratch.
the hole.
Right.
Down to the subway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, get some Wilkie.
Well, the best thing you can do there is not try to manipulate the angle. Make sure you run into the point, and as long as you hit it at a soft speed, it's just going to come back some. I can't tell if he's straight. If he's straight, he can't draw it back to where he's at because he could scratch in the side, so he might have to just draw back a little bit and take a tough shot on the 9. So maybe draw back about half the way, 8 inches or something. There you go. See, if he would have drew back completely all the way, he could have scratched on the side. So you got to take what the table gives you.
Absolutely.
It's a big shot here to get on the hill.
Well, you got to hit this one nice and easy. Can't be trying
Or
to
you
jam
can
this
just
ball.
Yeah, you could draw it 2 rails just to cinch it. A lot of
Nice.
players like to do that.
We think he's on the hill.
Yep, he should be on the hill.
I haven't been paying attention to their score beads. Our trusty assistant Mike will check us out. Ron's got us straightened out. All right. 8-6. Mike Renshaw. Thank you for your help.
I don't know where to break from here.
Then let's break up the knee.
All right. That's right. Maybe the 9 hole.
Yeah. Just to work on the last word.
Breaking on the hill, breaking on the hill.
I don't care if I'm stuck.
Where did the nickname Get Some come from, says Simonis.
Well, that's an interesting question because
Is it
I used to have a nickname which was the shirt.
the shirt?
For anybody that knows me, and that actually came from Keith McCready's girlfriend.
Sean the Shirt Wilkie.
Yeah, and it was okay for a while. You know, I was young, and I did used to wear a lot of fancy, flashy shirts.
The shirt.
Like comic characters and that such. Well, a couple years down the road, I was like, man, you know what? This ain't a pool name. You know, this is like something a little comical, which was cool. I liked it. But I actually gave the name Get Some to myself because when I was younger,
Did you?
when I was younger, I used to try a lot of shots. I didn't know a lot about the game, so off-the-wall shots were common. And when I finally made one, I would either tell like whoever I was practicing with, or to myself, I'd be like, "Oh man, get some of that shot," because it was just so cool. I would draw a cue ball around the table and make a nice shot, and that's just really came from. So I was like, "Well, I should be showing Get Some Wilkie," like get some of that shot, or get some of the mental game, or the action on the table with the balls. It was just that's where it came from. Sounds a little funny, but
I like it.
the good thing is, though, nobody can steal it from me because I got it branded on my forearm.
Yes.
For anybody that knows me,
Yes.
it's on the backswing of my
Yep,
arm,
we were talking about that.
and it says "Get Some."
Get
and
Some
then
with the 10 ball.
Is the 10 ball,
With the 10 ball.
which I thought was cool to put on there.
Oh, that's good. Good that you don't have a 9 ball.
No, definitely not a 9 ball.
That would have been bad.
I prefer 10 ball over 9 ball.
Sure.
And I prefer 8 ball, straight ball, any game over 9
Oh, yeah.
ball. 9 ball's exciting and it's fun to play, but
I won't play 9-ball anymore.
I like the strategies of all the other games. Like 10-ball, even though there's only one more ball, less balls going to break, so there's more safety
It's
play.
way more fun.
Yeah, it's more intricate.
More interesting as
8
well.
ball is a great game. You know, you don't have to worry about the breaks tougher, the outs, and all that stuff. Or you really have to think because there's other balls on the table. It's good safety.
Yeah, but if he jumps with the cue, he's going to give it right back to him.
Nah, I think he played safe. It was all out safe.
Okay.
He's got to be careful here. If he kicks 2.
Man, I'm lost on which tournament I'm at. Now we got this call shot, call safe, where you got to give the shot back and all that, and all the rules changing in every tournament. I don't know what tournament I'm at half the time.
I'll tell you what, it's something we need at the pro level, big tournaments. We need a standardized set of rules that we play at in every tournament, and it would really help out in the future if we could get that set up.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for him to give the shot back to him and all that, you know.
Because then there wouldn't be no questions. We would know exactly what's going on, especially for people out there with the live streams.
That's how you give yourself the donut for the day.
Well,
we all do it.
A tough shot here is get to the 3 to the 4. I can't tell if it goes past the 5.
Man, I don't know. Let's take a look over here.
Probably does.
Well, Danny's only got to make one mistake, and it's over for him. So he needs to play perfect pool from here on out. Here we go. Here's the shot.
Yep, it's got a good angle. Want to make sure you get enough left on this ball, low left. More left than low. Spin it down towards the middle diamond. That's what you're aiming for, the middle of the rail. Because if it hits and comes off, you're perfect.
Nice. It's dinner time.
He's going to have to roll this one.
Oh, yeah. This is it here.
Be careful.
Money shot.
Be careful not to come up too far and keep
him
in trouble with the 9.
That's it. This is going to keep him alive. Nice.
He might just choose to stun this off the rail and play the 6 on the side. That's what he's looking at. Where we can follow 2 rails and play the 6 on the other side. There's a lot of options here.
Yes. 6. 6 options. 4 corner pockets and 2 sides.
True.
No.
It's a good theory.
There are a lot of options for sure.
Well, there was only 5 there, though.
Yes.
The 9 blocked the final pocket.
Yes, 5 options.
Well, this is going to get it to 8 to 7.
8 to 7. We're going to maybe have another.
Hill.
Yes.
I believe we've had 2 of them today. My match, I lost Hill earlier. And I did hear that Ron Casanzio and Martin also went Hill on the winner's side. Final match.
Their scorecard updated here.
This is the Josh Northeast 9-ball tour.
Absolutely.
At Premium Billiards in Syracuse, New York.
Thanks to Muellers.com. Muellers.com. Make sure you get a catalog mailed to you and maybe order a few Christmas gifts from Muellers. Inside Pool would very much appreciate it. Enjoying this stream courtesy of them. Mucci Q's and the Punch Jump Q, pjq.com. Thanks, folks.
Absolutely, we appreciate you making the trip, Alvin.
No problem, Sean. I heard you were going to be here, and I knew it was going to be a fun time because you're
cool.
always good to hang out with and do commentary and watch play as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always enjoy watching your game, man. Getting better and better every year. Doing these tournaments can't hurt either. This is why people got to get out and play in these tournaments that love playing and want to get better. You have to come and play against these good players.
The experience is where it's at.
It is.
I mean, I couldn't give more credit to my experience through tournaments. It's hard to explain how much it really matters in your progression in the game.
It's unbelievable.
I mean,
It's unbelievable how much your game jumps just from playing in a tournament.
I mean, one of the guys out there that everybody knows that's probably on the stream watching is Shane Van Boning, and he went through the same process. Yeah, he's a killer, and he wins all the tournaments now. But guess what? At one time, he was finishing 7th place in a tournament. He was finishing 13th, barely getting his money back. But what he was doing was learning what caused him to lose and fixing that and moving on to the tournaments in the future. Just because he did it at a younger age.
Sure.
Yeah, he's one of very few that can do that, but you can do it at any age. You know, you can be starting to play pool at, say, 20, and if you take your time, get through the tournaments and learn, by the time you're 35, 40, you got a chance to win some tournaments.
Yeah, we want to thank Bob Mucci and Mucci Q's definitely for supporting Inside Pool. Thank you, Bob.
Watch it, Cue Ball.
On our new Roku channel. Nice. Look at this. He's gonna put
watch
it in.
Watch it, Cue Ball.
Wow, man. See, he was getting greedy. Trying to get greedy.
Wow.
Yep. Let's go ahead and make it hill there, Ron.
Man, do you play this 2-9 combo?
Sure. Or do you just run out? What do? You run it?
I think you play it because see what a 7 is. It's a little trouble.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And if he misses it, he's going to be safe right behind the 7.
Yeah, and he can make it as much as
just
close
like
as he wants to the 2 ball. It's all that matters is the space between the cue and the 2.
Hill.
Another hill thriller. Here we go.
Wow.
Jostor can't. That's how many racks? 2 sets of 9.
This is where it'd be sweet to 36. Be 1 by 2 for the title.
Absolutely. It's all going to come down to this rack.
But can Ron take advantage if he gets a chance? And remember that he was up 5-0 in this match.
Yes, he was.
So if he gets one more chance, he's going to have to take his time and make it count.
Craziness. You're absolutely right, Sean. Danny's looking at it. He's not going to mess with it. He's just going to get up there and put his little break spot on there and hope for the best. He's hitting him from this side.
Cue ball. Oh, almost scratched.
Watch the 1. Oh, no.
Here's Ron's chance.
Wow. Come on.
This is not easy. 2 balls actually tricky to get to the 2 first off.
Sure is. Ron's eyeballing it.
And the 4.
Wow.
Does it go past the 9?
I don't even think so. Take a look.
I think it does.
Man, I can't even see. Let's see. Let's have a look. Can't see.
Well, we'll know in a little bit.
Yes, we will.
Good angle, good shot.
Yes. All you got to do is keep control here.
Yeah, even though it's a tough cut, good thing is the 3 ball's in a great spot to where if you make it, you just go across 2 rails and come back for the 3.
Better keep Danny Hewitt in his seat, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, right.
Don't let him get up. It's over. 20 seconds. Oh, he's thinking too hard. Yep, I've seen him. He stroked it too many times, thinking too hard.
Wow, did he get away with it?
Boy, did he get lucky or what? Let's see. Too many strokes, man.
I think he did.
It's unbelievable. You get up off the ball right there. When you get down on a shot and you take 2 strokes and then
and you don't
I can see it in his eyes that he's
yeah.
Get up and get out of the shot. Don't just play a different English and hit the ball and miss like an idiot, you know. Not saying that he's an idiot, but I've done this myself many times. I'm basically feeling the pain with him, but yeah.
Wow, look at this. And he's going to get away with safing him. Unbelievable.
Wow. Well, it's definitely a thriller here at Premium Billiards in the finals.
Well, unfortunately, when you miss a shot like Ron did, you got to expect to have a tougher shot the next time you come to the table. I mean, most of the time, that's just what happens.
Very good point there, Sean.
You only get so many opportunities sometimes. And I'm a prime example of that in this tournament. I had my chances and just
You got put
I
in your
gave them
seat.
right back. You know, it
You
is
couldn't
what it
do
is.
anything from your chair. You were stuck. You're glued.
I mean, I got a good feeling he'll hit this, but I don't know if he's going to come away with not leaving him a
This
shot.
is just wild circus. I'm just winging at it, hoping something good's going to happen.
Oh.
He's going to leave him right in the hole, isn't he?
Or on the rail. This is good. Tough shot here.
Yeah. He's going to have to go forward. No, back. Yeah, because he's got to go from the 3 to the 4.
Right.
The 4 does look like it passes, maybe. Well, we'll see.
I think you got to play this cut. Just go 1, 2, 3. Aim for middle table. Just go back and forth a couple times. Missed it.
Too many strokes.
But look, see how Ron missed his? Look, he's getting very unlucky
Wow.
now. Wow, that's just,
Man.
that's a tough roll. I don't think he deserves that from missing that shot earlier.
No, these guys are both hitting him way too hard. They're excited, nervous.
Of course. Hill, one more game left.
Yeah, look at how red Ron's head's red as a tomato.
Well, that's a tough roll he just got there because Danny didn't hit that cut good at all.
Come on, Ron. Deliver it like the mail, buddy. Let's put it right in the slot.
Bring him the taxes check.
Yep, exactly. He's putting it in the hole, man. Come on, put it in the hole. Something.
Scratched
Oh, he
and
put
broke the floor ball out.
Putting the dang cue ball in the hole. It's not to do that.
Well,
something's going in the hole.
This was a very weird last rack. Oh, cup on hand, 2 to the 3, simple, 4 balls in front of the hole.
Goodness.
Key shot is going to be the 5, giving yourself a good angle on the 6.
Man, I see the future here.
I don't know. With the last couple shots, anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You can tell both of them are a little gun happy, I like to call it.
Yeah,
trigger happy.
definitely. They can't decide when to hit the ball. Should I hit it now? Should I hit it later?
He almost overran this. Look at this. I know he can still make it, but how do you overrun that with ball in hand? Should never be on this side of the ball.
Nervous.
The good thing is he got an angle where he should be able to get up above the 8. Go to the rail. Got to be careful if you don't want to bump the 9 here, because you don't have a shot on the 4.
He did bump the 9.
Look at this. Look at, oh, he got away with it.
Yeah, he did get away with it.
Wow, if he would have bumped it behind the 9, he would have had to bank it possibly.
Bad story from there. This is no gimme. He's got to get from the 4 to the 5. 5 only goes. In order to get to the 6, you can only play it on the side, right?
Right. Yeah, he'll probably just come back across towards where he's at. Make sure you miss the 9. So straight high.
Yeah, he has to play this in the side.
I mean, the only other thing I see, which I don't know, it'd have to be dead on. You can get below the 6 and play the 6 off the 8 in the side.
Yes. That's a good shot.
It looks pretty dead on.
He's looking at that shot, exact shot you're talking about.
Or if it goes straight in the side.
It may go straight in the side.
But you got to have a good angle because you don't want to force it in there.
He's got to drop. What is he got to go? 2 rails to get it to the side.
Oh, he stunned it over. That's
Just straight up. Not bad. I always like going to the rail out. I was always taught to do that. But that's
well, unless you have the
did.
angle to just roll, you know, stun over some.
Yes.
See, if he's straight in, you got to be careful. You don't want to stroke this in. I like playing it off the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he's straight in and you force it and you hit the outside point, it can draw out of the pocket. Because he has to draw back to get a shot on the 7. Yeah, I would play this off the 8. I think he's going to walk around the table. He's going to see it here in a minute. Or you have to just sacrifice, make it there and take a tough shot on the 7.
Tough cut. Or you hit it with speed.
Ooh, see, I don't like forcing that.
Exactly what you said to do. Didn't.
Any harder, he wouldn't have made it.
Well, Exactly what you said not to do.
Oh, this is no good. I mean, he's got
He's going to just force it. I don't like that leg kicked up in the air thing, but
Wow,
we'll
he
see
went
where he
for it.
goes. Round and round. Hey, fortune favors the bold here.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
He just swung away and said, wherever
Sure
it goes,
did.
it goes.
Sure did. Okay, well deserved.
Worked out for him. I can't believe he still had a shot being that close to the 7.
Danny Hewitt's going to take home the money here. InsidePool.tv on Roku, the billiard channel. All right.
Nice match.
Thanks for joining me, Sean. Get some Wilkie. This is Alvin Nelson with Inside Pool. We're glad to be with you, and we shall see you all soon.
Absolutely. Until the next time.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Sean. Good commentating with you, buddy. All right, folks, thanks for joining us here on the Billiard Channel. Remember to go to Muellers.com, Muellers.com. Let them know you appreciate Inside Pool's live streams. If you can do that for us, we'd appreciate it. Maybe order some Christmas gifts off there. They'll send you a catalog. Big thanks to Mucci Q's, Bert Kinnister as well, BertKinnister.com. Shout out to all our chatters out there. And I'm Alvin Nelson with Inside Pool. I want to thank you all for joining us for this tournament. I'm signing out now. And until next time on the Inside Pool TV show, we shall see you soon. Make sure you pick up a punch jump cue as well. PJQ.com. Thanks, everybody. In honor of Frank Connors and the rest of us here, say thank you, Premium Billiards. Live, baby, live.